What is a perfect meal for a hot summer day? Shrimp Camaron. Today's video will show a quick way of making shrimp cooked in lime juice. So we start by cutting Persian cucumbers. Of course, you can substitute that with regular cucumbers, but I prefer Persian cucumbers because we don't have to peel them, and the actual skin is good for you. Serrano chiles are recommended, but you can also use jalapenos. Uh, I love Thai chili, which I've used that before. Cherry tomatoes add really good flavor. That's the portion that I don't really use the same ratio. So cherry tomatoes are smallest ratio out of all the ingredients. Cilantro is a key component. You cannot omit it. You could use parsley, but that would change the flavor slightly. Red onion is preferred because of the color. You can also use white onion or yellow onion. Lime juice, indispensable. You can't substitute that. You could use lemon. It should be freshly squeezed. Wouldn't recommend buying pre-squeezed lime juice because it has preservatives and it changes everything. So right here, I'm peeling the shrimp, I'm deveining it, and then I'm gonna blanch it. Blanching basically pre-cooks the shrimp so that you don't have to spend too many hours cooking it with lime juice. If you're not gonna blanch it, then you would probably have to leave the shrimp cooking the shrimp for 5 hours. So I let it cook for 2 hours since I'm blanching it. And I'm using frozen shrimp, so that water from the frozen shrimp I use to cool down the shrimp once it's cooked. You cannot overcook it because if you end up overcooking it, it's going to change the texture of the shrimp and it's not going to taste as good. Overcooked shrimp is one of the things that I don't like. So I undercook it and I finish it off with the lime juice. Cutting it in bite-sized pieces is preferred. If you've ever had shrimp cocktail, they use the whole shrimp, but in this case, I'm cutting it into pieces so it can be distributed evenly with all the other ingredients. Right here, you see the lime juice. Lime juice again, cook it for about 2 hours, chill it in the fridge. Rotate the shrimp so that it cooks evenly, 3 or 4 times during those 2 hours. And you should have enough lime juice to fill the top of your container. So just use rule of thumb. I always use 10 to 12 shrimp for 2 pounds of shrimp. There you see it's cooked. It should have a really nice white color with a little bit of red from the cooking process. This is enough to feed 4 people. Obviously, I had 3 or 4 servings, so that's 4 people. Here I'm throwing in the ingredients, and these ingredients were already pre-cut, as you saw. You can add multiple ingredients to this. You can add radish, you can add jicama. You can even change the ratio if you want. If you don't like that much onion, then reduce the onion. But in my opinion, onion gives the shrimp dish the base of the broth. I mean, obviously the shrimp broth is going to be the most important, but the onion is just as important. You can eat this shrimp with tostadas, corn tostadas, dehydrated tostadas, or even saltine crackers. I prefer tostadas. And another ingredient that I didn't show here because the avocado that I picked was black, and obviously I didn't use it, but the avocado adds a fatty texture to the shrimp ceviche, which really balances out the tartness. And you can even put the avocado spread it on your tostada, and that gives it a really good total flavor. So then finally, we're going to add some red sauce. And the red sauce is for color. It's basically tapatio or anything like it you can use. Here's the broth that I took from cooking the shrimp and the shells. The shells don't throw them away. They're very useful for the broth. The broth should not have a lot of water because the more water you use, the less intensity of the flavor. So that's really the secret sauce, is the broth. Again, shrimp ceviche is different versions depending on who you talk to, which one you've had. But this one right here is really good. I have like 3 or 4 different versions that I like to do. I do the version without boiling it, but I think this one is the quickest and has a lot of good flavor. So moving on, I'm going to be showing you the taste test with my daughter. My daughter wanted to be in front of the camera. She doesn't like it, but she wanted to be part of the video, so there you go. Tastes pretty good, huh? Well, thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you on many more videos as I will be doing in the future. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.